Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with Trayburn's RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayco J-Flight SLX 184BS travel trailer. It's a cute little unit. I'm here to show you around it, how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. One thing you need to take into consideration is where your power and water hookups are. So your power is behind your slide on your off campsite. And your city water connection is also in the same spot, off campsite toward the rear on your driver's side of the tow vehicle. Once we've arrived, unhooked our hitch, next thing we're going to do is level our unit. You have a hand crank unit here, simply lower or raise your unit. Once you have your unit level, then you come back, you got a couple of rear stabilizing jacks back here. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks. Get your unit level first, then put on hand crank, and crank down your stabilizing jacks. Now you're only going to bring these down to their taut. What I do recommend, grab a couple of stabilizing jack pads, put them down underneath the feet of your jack pads, or your stabilizing feet. That's going to protect them from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Bring both those down just until they're taut. Again, you don't want to change the levelness of the unit, you just want to stabilize it. Got our unit level and stable, we're going to hook up our power. Again, you have this 30 amp cord that stores inside your unit. At the end of your 30 amp service, should you need to, is in your convenience pack, a 30 to 110 adapter. Let's hook our water up. City water connection. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Use this whenever putting water in here. Hook up our hose, hook up our water, but don't turn our water on yet. Just to the right is your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point is opening it up, making sure our drain plug is back on. Put that cap on there securely, then you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Once your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to pull on this pressure release valve and let air out of the lines. So you get a nice steady flow of water coming out of here. Don't worry, it will not hurt these electrical components. Once that water is flowing steady out of there, you know your hot water heater is full and you can turn it on from indoors. Should we be camping and not hooked up to city water, we're going to go dry camping. Up here at the front of your off campsite is your potable water. Simply fill this up with a hose. Two ways to tell when it's full. There's an overflow valve right here, or you can stand inside and hold your button to tell on your fresh tanks when your fresh tank is full. Burp the hot water heater the same way, fill it up. Just remember, whenever you're using potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water. It's already pressurized. All right, we got our power and water hooked up. We'll walk around the unit, show you a few other things. There's a low point drain. There's where you drain if you are using potable water. Your slide. Put that out so you can take into consideration how much room you're going to need for your slide when you park. Your power. Black and gray holding tanks. We'll talk about them when leaving the campsite. Your city water connection. Cable input and hot water heater. You have a spare tire with a cover on it. Again, your rear stabilizing jacks. Over on this side is a vent for your microwave. This is your furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of that, it'll get rather warm. Have a 110 out here. These are access to the back of your fridge. And then coming over here is your pass-through storage. Big storage area, accessible from underneath your bed indoors. In front of your unit you do have propane. Simply lefty-loosey to open up. Battery posts, check them now and then. You are bouncing the house down the road. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. That about covers everything on the outside. All I do want to show you where your AC unit is. Let's go take a look on the inside. As you come in your door, first thing I want you and everyone that's camping with you to know that the fire extinguisher is by the front door in case of emergency. Coming in right here on the wall, several controls. There's your interior lighting. There's your awning light. Here's your slide control, your awning control. I'm going to run that out real quick, show you how far to run that. Open the door back up. There's your bright awning light. So you're going to want to run this awning out until the flap falls down to 90 degrees. Then you know you're out far enough. Flap falls down, you see that black bar, that's how far you want to run that out. Now your speakers are actually in the end of the arms on your awning, which is great because it points the music down instead of it out at all of your other camp area. Finish bringing that in. This is where you'll check your levels, your brand new battery, your fresh tank. That's where I said you can hold that and tell when your fresh tank potable water is full. Black and gray tanks. Keep an eye on them, empty them as you need. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn on your water heater if you're hooked up to gas. And this one if you're hooked up to electricity. This is where your 110 is with GFCI reset. 12 volt and cable if you want to put a TV in here. Up here is your IRV technology sound system. Again, you said you had indoor and outdoor speakers. Zone 1 is indoors, zone 2 is outdoors. Your self-explanatory microwave. You do have a fan and a light over your little stove here. Turn these on and hand light with a lighter. Down below that's your furnace release. Over here on your Dometic fridge, show you the controls on that up top here. Lift that up, push it in and it's on. So right now you're hooked up to auto. Auto means that when you're plugged in, you're hooked up to electricity. As soon as you unplug, it'll go to gas. Or you can simply lift that and you're strictly gas. Coming back to the wall here is your furnace. Simply turn that to the desired heat. And I heard your furnace kick out. In your bathroom, one thing I want to mention in here is you do have a hand crank open vent. Coming out of your bathroom, same thing in the living room. You have a hand crank open vent. Your smoke alarm. Of course, your AC unit. Just turn it on here. Set it at the desired temperature. Change it to cool, to dry, to just a fan. Energy saver. Lots of little options on that. This is where your unit is pre-wired for solar. Leave that template on there if you ever decide, or someone in the future decides to put solar on this. That's a template for the techs to know where everything's at. You have access underneath your bed here to all that storage. And underneath your bed is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention that's 12 volt is if you're going to be gone for the day and you have nothing charging your batteries, disconnect one of your battery posts so this doesn't run your battery down. That about covers everything on the inside. This will fold down and set your table on these lips right here and bring your back cushions in. That'll make another bed. Meantime, we'll act like we're leaving the campsite. So what I like to do is shut off my main lights inside, and then I can tell which ones need to individually be shut off. Just walk through the unit, hit all these individual lights. Same thing in here, everything is one touch, as well as over your bed. So once I've got all of this lighting shut off, the seat does not control from the panel. Come back over to the panel and turn the lights on. And we're going to bring our slide in. Going to make sure that everything's put away. Nothing's going to impede the slide from coming in. Simply run it in. And shut off our interior light. And as you leave the unit, close, lock, and deadbolt your door. You don't want the horror story of your door coming open. Lift and turn that handle. Bring in your steps. There's a low point drain here. So the way you want to empty your low point drain, sorry I should have mentioned this before we came out. In your hallway here, inside this little panel here, is a low point drain. Let me turn on a flashlight for you. Show you where to turn them down at. So there's two handles right there. You simply open them up and that's going to drain all of your water. Close our bathroom door and head back out. Alright, so we've dumped that low point drain. We're going to go around and bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. The two on the back. Unhook any cable, any water, any power. Hook up your hitch and head up to the dump station. At the dump station, take your sewage hose, hook it up, and you're going to hold your black handle first. So take this handle and pull your black handle. Drain that out, close your black handle, and pull your gray handle. There'll be the other one on the left. That's gonna be your sinks and showers. We're gonna clean out your sewage hose. Take your sewage hose when done, and store it conveniently inside your bumper. Nice sanitary place for it. And head on home. Again, we thank you guys for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.